Namaste, my friends. It's Michelle Skaletski-Boyd, intuitive medium and best-selling author. I was talking with a friend the other day. Actually, I'm not sure if you guys ever go through these periods where you start to think about death, and then the more you think about it, the more you meet other people who are going through the grief process, or they are anticipating someone's transition because of a terminal illness, etc. So that's kind of where I'm at. And so I was talking with a friend, and she's lost her mom a long time ago. And she was making this comment that I found really fascinating, and it caused me pause. So I thought I would share it. She said, "I mourned for a really long time, and then I was done. And my grief continued for a long time after that." And I had to really put some time and deep consideration between mourning and grief. And I realized that when you can't talk about your story yet, you can't say their name without crying, you're still mourning. And grief is when you really miss them. You might tear up a little bit, but you can get through the story without it being triggering or traumatic. You can say their name, you can say how much you miss them, and it doesn't set you so far back that someone has to, bring you a box of Kleenex or hold your hand because you're in so much despair. Recently, I realized I was mourning, and sometimes it's not always the death of a person, it's the death of an idea, the death of a concept or a dream. This is getting very vulnerable now, but it was like I had this idea of what my life would be like as a mom, as someone who has gone through a lot to get a child into my life. And what's interesting is that I have been mourning this idea of what I thought was going to happen, and never really allowed myself to really fully feel the feelings. And so I was sort of spinning around in disgust and anger. So you guys, you have to let yourself mourn. You have to talk to someone. If it's a grief counselor or a friend, you have to allow someone to hold the space for you and get it off your chest. Once you do, you'll actually hit bottom, which is good, because then your feet have something to land on, and you can then release the mourning piece of it and be able to talk about your story. And though it might still be a little upsetting, or you might still feel a little bit sad, it doesn't take you out. It doesn't cause so much depression or so much upset that you're not yourself. So thank you to those of you that helped me through this. You know who you are. And I hope this has been helpful for all of you as well. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the experience. Bye-bye.